Howdy Commanders, my name is Jay Strakenberg and welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to go over a quick way to jumpstart your career in Elite Dangerous using the exobiology system. Doesn't matter whether you want to do combat, trading, mining, exploration, or anything else in the game, this method is going to get you started with 20 million credits in less than an hour. The only requirement is that you own the Odyssey DLC. If you're brand new and you haven't done the ground combat and pilot training yet, pause the video right here and get that done. Also consider running some of the other training sims in the start menu to get a little better idea how to pilot your Sidewinder. Once you've got all that stuff out of the way, you're ready to begin. If you've already started and you've moved on from the very beginning of the game, you've got a couple choices. You can either make your way back to Chamberlain's Rest in the system HIP 97950, or you could wipe your save to get back there easily. The method you choose is up to you, Commander. Before we begin, if you'd like to see more of the new pilot training tutorials that I have releasing in the next few weeks, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. I'd really appreciate the support. Alright, Commander, once you're done with the ground combat and flight training sims, you'll find yourself dropped off at Chamberlain's Rest with 250,000 space credits. The first thing you're going to want to do is head on over to the Pioneer Outfitters guy and buy yourself an Artemis suit. It's going to cost you 150k, but it is required for this. Once you have that, you're going to head on over to the Intra-Astra desk and ask the guy there to give you your first ship. Head out to the dock, select the auto launch option, and while your ship is launching itself, open your galaxy map and plot a course to this system right here. I'm going to put the name of the system in the video description below so you can just copy and paste it in. Then, go ahead, fly on out and make your way to that system. Once you're there, open your system map and you're going to target body A1. This is the first planet to the right of the very top star in the map. It'll take you a couple minutes to get out there, so pay attention to how I make the approach on the planet. Until you learn how to get down to the surface, it's best to take this real slow. What we're doing is we're going to be looking for two types of biological life that exist on the planet's surface. One is Stratum tectonicus, and the other is a type of bacterium. The stratum's going to be our main focus, but we should pick up both while we're on the ground. These bios are both scattered across the entire planet, so they should be relatively easy to find. If you come down and don't see it, fly around a little bit, you're sure to find it shortly. If you end up approaching the planet on the dark side, that's okay, just orbit around to the other side, put yourself in the daylight, and pick a spot somewhere in the top third or so of the planet to land. You don't want to go straight down or your insertion will be too steep and your ship will emergency drop from cruise and you'll have to try it again. Just go ahead and ease on down to the surface. Once you get out of glide mode, you will be in atmospheric flight. Watch your altitude on the right-hand side of your HUD and don't come in too fast or you may hit the ground hard. Lithobraking can be a lot of fun, but let's not do that right now. Once you get down to 200 to 500 meters altitude or so, depending on your computer, you should start to see some of the bios pop in on the ground below. If not, fly around a little bit until you spot it. You may have to get a little bit lower and slow down. Some computers take a little bit to render these objects into the game, so if you're not seeing it, slow down, probably about 50 meters a second or so, 100 meters above the surface, and you'll find them in no time. Drop your landing gear to help you slow down even more if you need to, and look for a spot to land. Once you've located that stratum, go ahead and land right next to it. Before we get out of the ship, there's one more thing that we need to do. You're going to put on that nifty new Artemis suit that you bought so that you can actually get the data scans needed to make your space dollars. What you're going to do is you're going to go down into your roll panel. The default key should be 3 on your keyboard. It's the panel that's down there in between your legs. Find the loadout button, create a new one with the Artemis suit, save it, and then equip the loadout. Same panel down there between your skinny atrophied space legs, choose the disembark option. Once on foot, hit the key for your suit tool. This should be the number 5 key. And get your bioscanner out. Scan the Tectonicus. You'll notice that it says that it was scanned 1 of 3. You need 2 more to complete the sample. In the case of the stratum and the bacterium that we're going to pick up later, you need to move 500 meters away from the first one that you scanned in order to scan the next. You can use right-click to pulse the scanner to make sure you're far enough away from the previous sample. If the sample turns green, you can certainly go ahead and scan it. You do not want to scan any other type of bio until you get all 3 of the stratum first, otherwise you're going to lose your progress, so just ignore the bacterium for now. Hop back in your trusty Sidewinder, take off, and fly to the next sample. Repeat that for the 3rd sample, and your character will take the canister out of the scanner, save the data, and reset it. Now you have to go repeat this process once more with 3 separate bacterium samples. That's pretty much it, Commander. You've done it. Time to head back to the station and sell the data. Before you do, I should mention that it's worth logging out of the game and going back to the start menu to make sure that you are in solo or private group mode. If you're in open, there's a really good chance that there may be naughty boys and girls there waiting for you at Chamberlain's to give you some non-consensual PvPs. If you get blown up, you're going to lose your data, and you're going to have to do it all over again. So make sure you turn this in solo. You can get back in open if that's your jam after we're done doing this. You'll need to navigate back to where you came from, system HIP 97950, or you could find a different space station somewhere else. It's your choice. Just make sure that if you don't go back to Chamberlain's, that it's not one of those little rinky-dinky orbital outposts. You're going to want one of the big stations that you actually fly inside of to dock. During your flight back, if there's anything that you can think of that you want to see me cover to help you along your adventures in the Elite Galaxy, go ahead and comment below and let me know. Alright, we've made it back to Chamberlain's, or wherever you decided to go. It's time to get back into your roll panel and disembark. Head into the concourse and look for Vista Genomics. Talk to the person at the desk and sell your data. Now you're 20 mil richer. Good job. Congratulations. You're a lot less poor now. At this point, you now have enough credits to choose from many great ships and outfitting for them up to about the Asp Explorer. In the future, we'll explore some of these early game ships and how they may help. If you know what you're after right now, go for it. If you're not sure, you may consider staying in the Sidewinder for a little bit. Again, we'll cover this in finer detail in videos to come. If you like this video, again, I would really appreciate it if you'd consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel, and leave a comment if there's any specific parts of Elite that you'd like to know about. We currently have a few more videos on deck to help new pilots get started with exploring the some 399 billion unexplored systems that are left in the Elite Dangerous Galaxy. I've also got some more advanced guides for exobiology incoming, which will help me make billions scanning stratum and other types of bios as well. In addition to that, we've got some neat stuff coming that is intended to help new pilots understand the elements of the HUD of their ship and some advanced flying techniques. Lastly, if you'd like to chat about Elite and get help in real time, join the Discord channel linked in the description below. Thank you for being here, Commander. Really appreciate it. Get out there, fly safe or dangerously. Whatever's fun for you.